How's it going, ladies and Bruce? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Now, we've got a lot still to do today. I don't want to do this without Kim. We can find that jacket. I still think it's that thing hanging on the fence over there. We can help sooner, but I don't really want to head back yet because we just got back to Martinez proper, although there's not a hell of a lot more to do here, to be honest. We need the fuel oil. We should get that out of our crashed car. Totes should. And we need to clean our piece of armor, which it says we can do in a kitchen. So I think we should try the whirling and drags. That's what I think. I don't know of any other kitchens around. Can we do this one? I don't think we can do this one still. Paintbrush, check. Heavy fuel oil, check. Now the only thing left to do is paint the wall. I do have it. Oh god. The paintbrush in your hand is like a loaded revolver. What will it be, Desperado? Quite a few things go to one. Fuck the police. I'm a policeman. Why would I do that? Mother of all walls. What shadow lies there beneath the bright gleam? Draw a 3,500-year-old pictogram of a human being. Something beautiful is going to happen. No parking. Let's do this pictogram thing. That sounds mildly artistic. And at least Kim's not here to see me deface the wall. So that's cool. Hey, that's pretty cool. You've spoken. The wall will now silently repeat the message for a decade or so until the sea air degrades the paint, adding another layer of detritus to the city. I think it looks good. I think it looks damn fine, don't you? Anyway. Oh, we need to put a point into composure. We still got to talk to that guy on the beach as well. We can't get our composure any higher at this stage. I'm sure we'll get to a point where we can, but not at this stage. Is there anything I can do with you? You're still interactable. Fuck you, delivery box. No. Good delivery box. Eat shit, pig. Fucked by the cun and St. G with the crown had been scribbled on it. Jenny's a whore, and Bay's set mailbox also. Been there, post-lit adventurer mail collection box. Been there. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow. And then suddenly you see it. Over all the graffitos someone has used the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words, Revachol forever. Thanks, Mr. Mailbox. I'll see you later. Oh, we gotta check out this kitchen. I need to clean my boots somehow. A lot of people here I haven't talked to either. This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostile guests. There are several pots and pans on hand. Check out the cookware. A commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. Could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city. Also boil a putrid pair of death boots. Check out the cleaning supplies. There's a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove. There's also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge. This is going to take the hard stuff too. Use as much as you can. It's bad with those boots. Don't be stingy now. The boots are really disgusting. Pour some dish soap and the bottle of white vinegar into the pot. The delicious smells of cheap soap and vinegar waft up from the pot. Alright now, chef. Light the stove up and boil them. Add water and boots to the pot. Bring to a nice boil. The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil. Wait. Strips of polymer fabric and inhuman tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface. Beautiful. A two-course dinner of rotting flesh and hardened ceramic. Wait some more. Boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it too. Just like a beef stew. Little more. That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're gonna get. Steam dense with the smell of strange meat disappears into the vent above the stove. Dump the sock and flesh stew and examine your new boots. A pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect. Master Chef out. +2 authority, -1 composure. Are you serious? It minuses composure? Bloody hell, I can't put those on right now. I thought the extra good boots are gonna be all good. Who are these people?
You look like shit.
Your ruffled face reflects from the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Looks don't matter, it's what's on the inside that does.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going by here.
Hey, that's not very nice.
Come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What do you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head, a similar but different face. You might be wearing a disguise. Esprit de corps? Well, we'll never get that. Cool gestation. Cool shades. You wearing a disguise? Yeah, it's a hobby of mine. He looks at you inquisitively, as if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening though. Who is this guy? We'll try it. There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit maybe. A uniform. Firefighter's uniform? Exactamundo. Now ask you straight. Are you, or have you ever been a firefighter? Well, that depends, the man with the sunglasses says, tilting his head. Define fire. Stop it, Jean, she says quietly and turns to you. No, he has never been a firefighter. No one here is a firefighter. Got some questions for you. I'm a cop. About what? You don't look like a cop. He inspects you. You know what you look like? A revolution, like a prophet? Like a sack of shit? Like a man down on his luck? I'm trying real hard here, man. Oh, he seems taken aback for a moment. We'll go solve your case then. That would count as trying hard. The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Hold on, are you a cop with the RCM?
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too.
I know.
I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything alright? Why do you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people. It's cool to see another cop. I thought Kim and I were the only ones.
No, you're not. You're not the only cop in the world.
She shakes her head and breathes out.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer? What precinct are you from? What precinct? She just sighs. Fucking deranged lunatic. The sunglasses wearing man pushes through his teeth. You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from the conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong. You have a blue uniform and mine is black. What does this mean? She seems confused for a moment. It means I'm a patrol officer, sir. Are you with him? Points to the man with the sunglasses. Of course I am with him. She seems startled by her own tone. Why do you ask? He's an arsehole. You're an arsehole. He pauses. You know that? Maybe we're both assholes. You know what? Please. She looks at you, then him, then you again. Let's not turn this into another exchange, okay? You're the police, right? Cool, so am I. I don't... She looks around. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, Judith. What are the police doing here? Just looking out for... No one. The man looks at her. I'm just a man with sunglasses and you are... A policewoman. Yes, her voice is quiet. A policewoman who just wants to do her job, that's all, she says quietly and looks away. Something about the man with the sunglasses and you, the energy between you two is making her uncomfortable. Okay, goodbye. Alright, well, fair enough. Do I have anything new to talk to you fellies about?
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting...
Goodbye. What about you?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I just found a bullet in the hangman's head. A bullet, you say? He pats the back of his head. That's mighty curious. Truly curious. If you hanged him, how did it get there? He gives you an indulgent look. Well, there aren't so many bullets in the world. There are so many bullets in the world and so many heads. He sighs deeply. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of the bullets had to end up in one of them heads. It's bound to happen again, you know. He taps on his right temple. Just statistically speaking, of course. So it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it in front of their very eyes. Did you guys shoot him? Shit, he throws his head back. I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk. Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. The little guy looks at you in the eye. Better hope he stays sober. I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting. You know what I think? He raises a finger. I think he was shot in the head as a kid. and his brain grew around the bullet. Around the bullet, man! Elaine pinches the root of his nose. That's a good one. All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique. I mean, before he was hanged. Before, after, during, she spreads her arms. This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time. I'm going to ask you again. Why was this? Show them the bullet in the victim's head. Wow, the little man leans in to inspect the leaden blossom. You got it in a real evidence bag and all. Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened. Don't worry, I'll figure it out sooner or later. Never been worried in my life, lawman. He crosses his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment. It's not like you blew it wide open. There's a little crack there somewhere. I found someone who saw the hanging. A witness. A witness! The tall man crosses his arms on his chest. You make us shit. The locals would never come to you with this. That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next he's going to tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and is in witness protection. My witness isn't a local. Titus scratches the back of his head and asks, well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella? He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name. Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that. Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Titus looks over his shoulder to his men. Nice try, right? MI is short for Moral Intern. Moral Intern is short for Moralist International, the coalition that runs Revachol. I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They're desperate. He turns to you. Tell us, copper, what wacky claims did he make? The witness said it all looked like a surreal play. Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. The mesk spits on the ground angrily. Everything's a surreal play or a sublime whatever. It doesn't mean anything. It means the whole scene was long and drawn out like a movie. What's this fella's problem? The little guy addresses everyone and no one. So, we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see. The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion. It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys dead silent. Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you into the streets, he says provokingly. What's with the cowbells, policeman? You're avoiding having to answer the question. I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence? We were drinking, he looks around. Weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard, I was drunk as fuck. The witness said he saw 2 people of Aeropagite descent and 1 mesk. Aeropagite, he starts laughing. Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo. Well, yeah, Titus nods. What's confusing to you, Eugene? Theo and Elaine were there too. I already told you, we were all there. And some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit. And then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that. You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school and I'm doing great. You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job. Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them. But this has to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word. So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info. I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you. Yeah? He doesn't seem worried. By friends you mean his squad mates from Krenel. Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma. There's snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down. Nervous snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present. Yeah, they're forming some kind of tribunal when they're coming for you. Let them come, Blondie yells across the cafeteria. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here. You heard the man. Right here. He points to the ground. We're armed. We got this whole district behind us. Glenn is fucking crazy. Yeah, a well-oiled murder machine. He punches Blondie on the shoulder. The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole merc platoon. Did you know a single Seray's giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute? The fuck is that supposed to mean? You're the bees, they're the hornet. We're not bees, we're men. We're socialists. Easy, he's trying to phase you. He turns to you. What are you trying to do, scare my men? The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons. We got weapons of our own. He cracks open the vest to give you a glimpse of his holster. We got Ister 50s, Zeiglers. Glenn got a knock cannon at home. Will they pierce ceramic armor? I guess we're going to see, aren't we? That was an unsure phrasing. See what? That they don't? Yeah, like you You've been up against ceramic armor. Takes a sip of beer to bide his time, and tries to get the last word in. You haven't seen the whole fucking suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal. Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them. Big fucking surprise, he mutters. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think's gonna happen? He's really prepping himself for this. He has to keep the fear in check. The Colonel's bad news, you know that, right? Pfft, a spray of beer. So were the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around? Yeah, where are they now, huh? He points to the south. Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate. Okay. What do you mean, okay? He jerks forward a bit. I mean, okay. They're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus. No, they won't. He shakes his beer at you. Get the hell out of here with your negative energy. No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that. Bye. My god, you guys are fucked. Alright, what should we do next? Do we need to go back to the beach now, I think? I mean, we could talk to the leader of the scabs, but I don't think that's a good idea right now. I don't think we're ready for that shit. Not without Kim as a backup. He's the only one with a gun that works, for fuck's sake. We're not going into this with no gun. Well, we've got a gun. We've got an antique rifle that doesn't work. But that's all we got. Alright. So we need to turn in that computer program. What else do we need to do? Yeah, let's talk to her about her... Because we met her kids. Hey, we haven't talked to her since.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Idiot Doom Spiral over there needs his jacket. Have you seen it? Remarkable, she shakes her head. That one already lost everything else and now his jacket too. It's a good looking thing too. And he has an actual police officer looking for it. A smile lights up on her face. Good old Doom Spiral. Upper management to the core. That's odd. Is she actually impressed? I'm just trying to help a stranger in need. That's sweet of you, it really is. I check around the abandoned fish market on the boardwalk. Drunks are inexplicably drawn to markets. Might be why they have such trouble staying in business. A phenomenon that the spectral hand theory of market fails to account for. If one of them lost something, it's as good a place to start looking as any. That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way. Point to the sunken vehicle. Oh, she looks in the pointed direction. It's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea? It was an accident, I'm sorry. I got drunk and apparently drove it into the sea. She looks at you and shrugs. This calls for a funeral, if you ask me. You suggesting we honour the carcass of my former motor carriage? Aye, feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all. What an odd thought. Maybe I should. Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They are made with human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans, to some extent at least. Life world? Someone's been reading up on last century's Gottwalden philosophers. Play it cool now. Alright, I'm in. But organising a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it? Oh yeah, she says with a chuckle. You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. Where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest just to leave them there and let nature take care of it. It's going to be quite a few years before nature's able to completely take care of that motor carriage. You can always come back in a few months and see if you still want to give it a proper send-off. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area or... I understand, believe me, I really do. She brushes back her hair. I think about all the frivolous side activities I could be doing every time I go out there with my nets. But daydreaming is a rich man's game. At sea you can't afford to be careless and dream. Anyway, she shakes her head. What are we here to talk about again? Yeah, that's not a good idea. Our suggestion's really low. I would go out on a date with her though, she's pretty cool. Oh, what do we got here? Glass tear, nice. Making that money. Making that money. Alright, so we head to the church. Is that the next thing on the agenda? I actually don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, Idiom Doom Spiral's jacket. That's the other thing we'll do while we're out here. That and head to the church, obviously. I'm pretty sure it must be the one that I thought it was, that was over here somewhere. The one hanging up. This one. This is it, right? Filthy jacket. That's gotta be it. And now let's head to the church. Oh, it's right here. Man, everything's so close by, it's lovely. Oh, hang on. Same address the lead programmer of Fortress Accident was looking for. I got your program for you, lady. Just helping out.
Yes.
Kim would have loved
what
to
is
see
it?
this. Yeah. Shame about Kim not being here. About the off-site copy you asked me to bring. Yes? Is this the filament you're looking for? Production schedule? I know it's not. No, that's the production schedule. You stolen access without authorization. She's tapping the table in a badly concealed impatience. I don't need it. Here you go. Thanks. She takes the filament, inspecting the metallic tape on its side. Looks like it's the one. What's going to happen now? Now I'm going to print it out and see what's left of it. She already inserted the filament into the radio computer's core, really close to the door. Don't waste your time printing it out. There's nothing but a speck of white and a sea of ink. It's broken. A speck of white? She sounds excited as the filament clicks into place. That's exactly what I'm hoping to find. What do you mean? Linton was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat that calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. She presses print on the machine's keyboard. What an intricate display of failure. The paper gets soaked in ink again, its evil blackness shining in the light of the mainframe. It looks eerie. Now what? Suna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters. Here, she says suddenly. Rising her ink-stained fingertip, I found it. It's the white dot, the same place I saw it before when I printed it out. Hold on. She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. The terminal bleeps, and the light inside starts pulsing like a glowing heart. Can I do anything? Shh! Just give me a second, I'm almost... She clocks up her typing speed. Done. Suna jumps up from the keyboard like a spring. I've got it! I found the location of the anomaly. There's joy in her voice as she bumps her fist in the air. Oh my god, congratulations! Thank you, she yells back with a grin. So where is it? Where is your 2mm hole in the world? There. She points at the other end of the church, where a group of water bowls forms a ritualistic arch in the swallow. Think you can help me again? She tilts her head, eyes sparkling. Sure. I need you to go move those water bowls for me. I need you to double check my calculations. What an interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals, solving the puzzle of the water bowls. Right, I'll go figure it out. I'm good at intellectual puzzles. Figure it out, she shakes her head, grinning. No, I don't need you to figure anything out. I got a computer for that. She pats the mainframe. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. Third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating in this task. A child could do it. Sure, no problem. Which is the third bowl? What counts as what? Is this the third bowl? Water bowls. It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside. Those walls, water inside the bowls, stand still. Measurements have been marked down, and the bowls, each chalk drawing line, represent a centimeter on the floor. Move the third bowl to the left 2 centimeters. Moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. The task is an insult to your mental skill. The fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all. Okay, are we good? Now let's run. I ain't walking. Walking?
Yes, what is it?
I moved the bowls. It was mind-numbingly easy. What's next? Great, everything should be aligned now. She stops, biting into her chapped lip. Let's get this party started. Yeah, she steps out of the lull. Let's do it. Now the only thing left is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, you should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes. Isn't it just going to be silence and nothing else? I don't know. She stares at the heart of your computer. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? She turns to face you, the mainframe throwing shadows on her chin. What if silence is only what surrounds it? But the swallow itself is... She grows sullen, her face very pale in the cold light of electricity. What? I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart. Like that evil ink that filled the printout, erasing coherence and meaning. You're right, we should be cautious. We don't know what we're dealing with here. Maybe. She rubs her face. Maybe I'm just tired. Let's think about this logically. Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing? Why assume that something that has no presence, existence, or qualities has to be terrifying? Because it reminds us of death, and we humans tend to think death is pretty scary. Death is scary? You can't just start over again. Or can you? It's scary, we just have to face it. Yeah, she breathes in. You're right, let's do it. She puts on her oversized headphones, ready to press unmute on the keyboard. And then nothing. Nothing happens. As Suna Lukanen killed presses unmute on her keyboard, nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary. Say nothing. She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed, her brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping the headphone. Well? Damn it! She lets out a sigh before tearing off the headphones, still avoiding your gaze. At least the world still seems to be alright. Yeah, she says, disappointed. Nothing happened, let's move on. What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow? No. She rests her face on her hands, massaging her forehead. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this, she raises her head, staring at the machines that litter the church, cables coiled up on the floor like pests. This is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones, see if you can hear anything, but don't get your hopes up. This can't be it. You should have a listen. Perception. It's a white check, but I think let's boost our perception before we give it a go. We can definitely do better with perception than what we've got right now. That one's giving us -1 perception, so we don't want that. Our perception's really high, but I mean it is a legendary check, I guess. But still. I was expecting to do better. Yeah, +1 perception on the shoes. Okay, that looks like the best we're going to get out of it. Let's give it a go.
Yes, what is it?
58%, that's not bad. Everything disappears. You're draped in silence, like a drowning man stares into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes. Yes, but can I hear anything? Feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere. A weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it? Sooner, take off the headphones. What if we need a better sound system? A better sound system, she repeats. Alright, but where would we get one? Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco crumble onto the wooden floor. From your neighbours, of course. You mean the speed freaks? She closes her eyes as more dance music invades the holy silence of the sanctuary. Of course the speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. You think they would help me? They would if you wouldn't mind them moving in with you. I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence. Great, I'll go talk to them then. Sure, let me know how it goes. She lingers for a moment before adding, thanks, officer. Dude, this is huge. I know we should wrap this episode up, but I want to do this first. This comes up because of perception. The prayer book has been left open. We need to talk to the man with the composure check as well.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I'm here to talk about the church again. Yeah, what's the deal? Good news, I managed to convince Suna. She's okay with you moving in, but on one condition. She needs your speakers for her project. The speed freak smiles, happier than he's ever been before. We are grateful, cop man. You're an augury of a new era of anodic dance music. You're gonna have to share a space for a couple of weeks until she gets her research finished. That's fine, we can manage. He grins excited. I'm glad I could help. We appreciate it, he grins. It's gonna take us a bit to move our stuff inside. Couple of hours maybe. Come check back later. Andre waves to the other speed freaks. Let's get moving. Leave the tent. Oh, okay, so that couple hours passed immediately, did it? Alright, well, we're going to wrap this episode up here, and we'll check out what's happening next. In the next one, we need to check sooner and see if maybe we can help with the experiment more. And we need to check with the man who's got the composure check. I can't remember exactly where he is, but, you know, we'll find him. He's... Where is he? Gary. The cryptid guy. Over here, yeah. I don't even know how to... Can you scroll this? I guess you can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.